Okay. Hi, everybody. Welcome to this wonderful presentation. Tonight, we have a special guest, legends of the industry. We have plenty of leaders from California, from South Africa, from Europe, from all around the world. We have Double Diamond Adam Vincent. We have also Diamond AlexArnold. We have Sheri, millionaire minds, people who achieved incredible results in their lifetime. And I had the privilege and the honor to meet them personally all around the world and stay with them. And I'm so excited because the training, the information you will receive today and tonight, it depends on the time you are watching at this presentation. And for all the people who have the possibility to look at this presentation, the recorded version of this presentation, you will be amazed because those people can really teach you how to achieve whatever you want to achieve in your life. So we feel blessed. So greeting and salutation from Italy to all the rest of the world. Sheri, maybe you want to step in. You can take the floor. Thank you.
Well, hello, everyone. And this is our once a month global call that we do just to get all of us connected, and so excited to have you on. I know a lot of people are texting me, asking me for the recording. I appreciate all of you that have scheduled time to be on this call because we love seeing all of you from South Africa to Italy, North America, and all kinds of other areas around the world. We appreciate your time. And so first of all, we get to introduce to you a double diamond. He's called the coach, and he's called the coach for a good reason. This man is one of the best motivators, and when he gets on stage, he owns it because his passion is not only business building, but he's a businessman. And I'll tell you, when you get a chance to meet him and spend time with him, not only will he become someone that you will look up to as a mentor, but as a friend. And that's why I love introducing this gentleman. AlexArnold, will you take the floor?
I will. So excited to be online, and what an esteemed guests we have here. Yolanda, I'm so glad you're online. It's great seeing you. We're used to seeing you at the office in so many different places. And Davide, our time in Rio was just of epic proportion. I'll never forget that meal overlooking the ocean. It was an amazing time. And then you get a chance to hear from Adam today, who is a best friend and double diamond and, you know, one of the best in the world. So, I mean, as I was thinking about for the last week of what I wanted to sort of share with you, I know we have all kinds of categories of people here. We've got leaders that have been involved in the industry for a long period of time and that are sort of re-engaging with this opportunity or engaging with this opportunity and trying to make it your own. And then we also have people that are potentially brand new, and you may have a little bit of experience in network marketing. You may have a mid-range experience in direct sales network marketing, and some of you have been to the very, very top and the highest pinnacles of success in direct sales. And you know, when I watch, whether it be basketball or watch soccer or watch football, there's a show on HBO right now. It's called Hard Knocks, and it basically is on every single year, and it promotes and profiles an NFL team, and it goes through the drama between the coaches, the players, and all the various connectivities. And I don't watch it very often, but I started watching it just the last couple of weeks. And what probably amazed me more than anything is how they always go back to the basics. That you're talking about the highest skilled professional athletes in the world, the best coaches in the world. And when they start their very first days of practice, they go back to the basics. And they ramp those basics up until ultimately they want to win a championship. And it starts with almost in every single team, and I've watched this Hard Knocks with multiple various different teams. With every single team, it starts with the exact same thing. The coach lays a foundation for the basics, and then they execute. And what I wanted to share with you guys today is, no matter if you're, you know, someone who's been a multi-million-dollar earner in this industry and you're sort of new to Jeunesse, or you've been involved for 6 months and you're trying to re-engage, trying to mentally re-engage, or like you're brand new, the conversation I'm about to have with you is synonymous and quite frankly important to every one of us. We have a term in the United States. It's called preaching to the choir. And the reason that term states is because when you have these big churches and the choir is singing behind you, and they've heard the same sermon, and they heard the same sermon over and over again. And I think that's what really this is. Sometimes we need to hear the same thing over and over again so that we can actually execute the strategy. And the strategy right now, in my opinion, is launching your business. How do we launch your business? And some of you may say, Alex, I've already launched my business. Alex, I've been going 6 months. I've been trying to engage my business. I think launching your business is not only when you're getting started, but it's also a mentality. And I want to engage your mentality now. And I also want to engage your mentality with some action items, some core steps that I want you to do that if you've been in the industry for 20, 30 years, you did a long time ago and you haven't done now. I can almost guarantee you haven't done now. And it's a call that I did with a group in the Middle East. Actually, I did this call, some of the points I'm going to share with you, I did it for 375 people. And guess which country it was in? Iraq. In Iraq. And I couldn't believe the hunger and the focus and the note-taking that they had, because they understand their economy, they understand where they've been, and they basically was just completely narrowly focused on my information because they need a way out. They're not like us in the United States or many of the countries that you're in where we're spoiled and we have all the amenities. This is their way out. And I did this call and some of the points I'm going to share with you. And then I got responses back saying, you know what? I hadn't heard that before, but I'm so glad that I heard that because now I'm re-engaging my business. And when I launched my business in multiple different facets, when I launched my business as a distributor when I was 20 years old, when I launched my organization at 25, when I left the 24, when I left the company I was with and I relaunched it again, when I started my own company in 2000, when I started another company in 2005, every single one of those instances, I had the same level of intensity and focus and the same energy. And it's that energy that dictated my success. And what I want to ask you right now is, how much energy are people feeling from you? And how much energy are you giving to people that this is what you're doing? This is your home. Because let me tell you something. People aren't buying Jeunesse. They're buying only a portion of Jeunesse. They're ultimately buying you. They're buying your commitment, your focus, your energy, your energy, your focus, your commitment. That's what they're buying. And now, and what they're ultimately looking for is, can you take them to the promised land? So ultimately what we're doing is we're creating certainty. And we create certainty by our commitment, our focus, and our energy. And with that being said, I go back to the beginning stages of Jeunesse, and I'll never forget how heavy that phone felt, because I'd been an owner for like 5, 6, 7 years prior to that. Actually, I've been an owner for 15 years, raised over $100 million for my various different companies. They were in the direct sales space, so I didn't do the dirty work. That was the distributor thing to do, right? They need to go make those calls. I'm going to build the infrastructure, the back office, the systems, and everything. And when I sat down with Wendy and I said, it was my wife actually who became a distributor. I said, we're going to take this as one of our serious businesses. And I said, this is the direction that we want to go. I'll never forget going home that day, flying home actually, and saying, wow, this is going to be like jumping over buildings in a single bound. This is going to be like a monumental effort. I don't know if I got it in me. I don't know if I actually can get within myself of what it's going to take. Because if you want to have the success that we're talking about, you want diamond income, you want double diamond income, you want that pinnacle of success, there's something in you that's got to resonate with them to get them to move even more effectively. And what I did was I went home and I sat down, and I'm going to be very candid with you. I didn't do anything for 2 weeks. I literally thought about it for 2 weeks. And and Sheri, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I thought about it for 2 weeks. I put all the concepts in my head. I thought about all the no's. I thought about what people would think of me, that I'm going to be actually making phone calls. Alex, you're the owner. Why are you doing this? You're the owner of companies. You don't do this. And I was so nervous and I was so intimidated and I was operating out of a position of fear. And then I said to myself, what do I have to lose? Are any of these people paying my mortgage? Are any of these people paying my bills? Do they really care whether I'm the CEO of the company or a distributor? You know, I had to change my mindset, and I had to clean out all the garbage, because I had a whole bunch of garbage in there. And then I had to come at it from a position of saying, I'm going to be the CEO of my own distribution channel. I'm going to be the CEO of this entity. I'm going to talk to people as the CEO, and I'm going to talk to people that I'm going to help them get across the finish line. And I'm going to talk to people with a sense of certainty and energy and focus that they know I mean business. We don't have offices to show up. I mean, we'd have Orlando, obviously, but at the time I lived in Los Angeles, I didn't have an office for people to go see. They had to feel my energy. They had to feel my certainty. And they had to know that I was behind them 1,000%. And this is a big point. They had to know, and Sheri, you're probably my best example of this, because I know you went through this exact same metamorphosis, caterpillar to the butterfly, is that I had to make a change, and they had to feel that there was no intimidation, that I was going to be here long term, that I was going to make this happen. I was going to make this happen for them. So that's what happened for me. It took me 30 days to get my head around that and make that happen. And then here's what I did that I'm going to challenge you. I made a list. And we say make a list, but I made a list. I went into every email. I went into my phone and downloaded my phone to my computer and looked at every single phone number. And I basically said, I am going to start as if I've never talked to anyone before. I'm going to start brand new like I did when I was 21 years old. I'm going to bring my legal pad out, and I'm going to establish the most important inventory that is in this business. And the most important inventory in this business is not your products that are sitting behind you right now or sitting next to you at your desk. The most important inventory right now is your list of contacts. And I'll never forget pulling all that data, pulling all of that content, going through every single aspect of my social media and putting my master list together. And it was therapeutic. It was therapeutic for me because, quite frankly, it's the first step. Here's what we normally do. We get engaged, we sign up, and we do it, and then we say, I know 10 people I'm going to call those 10 people. And we don't take the time that if you look at the most successful people in this industry, and we know them all, they all went back to this core basic foundation. And it's easy to say, Alex, I've made $1 million, so I have to go do that. But I'm a firm believer to this. And if you're brand new on this call, I'd write this down. And if you're not brand new on this call, you need to write it down anyway, because it's a fact of this process. People do what you do, not what you tell them to do. It's just an absolute fact. And I'll never forget when I started launching other people's businesses, I would show them my list. I would show them what I pulled. I would show them all of the things that I did to get my first 30, 40, 50 exposures to this opportunity. Some of you, I've shared this before, my first meeting was at my house. And my first meeting, 90% of the people that showed up had no idea what the name of the company was, had no idea what the business model was, had no idea of anything. They thought I was starting another company. And they showed up, and then I presented this opportunity. And all of them looked at me sort of cross-eyed. But when I came through, and I came through with that certainty of who these owners are, of what these products represent, of how this compensation plan is creating more income and more wealth than any other comp plan that I'd ever seen at that point in time, and still today. When I saw the support system and I saw the global foundation that was established in this company, at the time it was like 80 countries. Today it's over almost 150. When I communicated this message to them, I said to them, I can go raise $30 million and go start a company, or you can go create a multi-million-dollar, or you can go create whatever level of income you want by going to launch your own company within this company. And we don't make income claims, and I'm not saying that you can have extraordinary success in this business. Obviously, we have some people on this call that are having extraordinary success. So I don't know if it's going to be a part-time income for you, a full-time income for you, or a massive income for you. But what I can tell you is that I came at this as being a CEO of my own organization. And I talked different, and I engaged different, and I followed up different. And every single person represented something important to me, somewhat important to me. I operated as if I'd raised $30 million for my own company, and I operated at that level of intensity and focus. And guess what happened? It galvanized and connected people to me. People said, this guy's serious. This guy actually wants to play full out. He is going to do whatever it takes. He's not going to diversify his efforts and go do something else. He's not going to be a jumper and go do this and do that and stick my toe in the water and see how warm it actually is. No, that's not what I did. Once I got through that 2 weeks, I had my own personal breakthrough and I wrote that unbelievable list. I said, you know what? I'm doing what the conquistadors did in the Caribbean. I'm burning the boats. And I burned the boats. I burned the boats at the beach. And guess what? I wasn't coming off the island. Davide, this gets better. I promise. Don't leave. I promise you it gets better. Anyway, just está jugando contigo, jugando. So I burned the boats. And I said, I'm going to make this happen. Regardless, I'm going to make this happen. And that level of intensity, when you burn the boats at the bay, and you know you're not going back, what happens is that people feel that. And when people feel that from you, then guess what? That attracts them to be on your team. Because I can tell you this, the reason that the people you're going to meet today are having the level of success that they have is because they've done the exact same thing. And guess what? Ask Sheri when she gets on the phone and she'll make the comment. She didn't burn the boats as soon as she got on the island. It took her a minute. She stuck her toe in the water. I stuck my toe in the water. Mr. Adam Gilmer stuck his toe in the water for years. I'm going to play it as a consultant. But then we watched what was happening to our peers and predecessors that were associated with us. And we watched what they were able to do. And we said to ourselves, you know what? We're burning the boats. We're going to play full out. We're going to operate at a different level of passion, a different level of enthusiasm. We're going to talk to people different with a different energy. And we're going to talk as if we are the CEO of our own business, which guys, guess what? You are. Today, Adam generates an income that rivals 98%, 99% of all CEOs in America. The only people that are generating more income are people that are CEOs of tech companies and multi-million-dollar firms. And he has no Fed, no FICA, no OSHA, no workman's comp, no inventory, no staff, no employees to speak of. And he's operating a business today that's doing $50, $60 million a year in sales, and the company's doing the warehousing, the inventory, the research and development, the doctors, the staff, the 1,000 employees, the international expansion, putting on the events. And all Adam is doing is he's the messenger, but he's a messenger with that passion, that enthusiasm. And if you talk to Adam and you're talking to Adam about being on Adam's team, guess what? You're going to know he means business, and you're going to know that he has the capability, if you're willing to meet him halfway, not 50-50, 100-100, that you can get to that same promised land as well. And that's my challenge to you. My challenge to you is, are you playing with that same level of energy? Are you playing with that certainty? When someone talks to you on the phone, they know you're playing full out. That this is your financial opportunity to get to your destination. And I've got some good news and some bad news for you. The only way you have massive success in this opportunity is by helping others have massive success. It is the only way. The only way you become diamond is if you have diamonds and emeralds and rubies in your organization. And the company's very clear what the average payout is for those individuals. So understand, there is no win-lose here. It's a win-win because we only win when others win. So what does that mean? If you're playing full out, what are you looking for? You're looking for others that are willing to play full out with you. So, do I waste my time with time robbers? No. Do I waste my time with the chit-chat stuff? No. If you're not, that's not to say that I don't give everyone love and don't support anyone, but it's a 90-10 rule. 90% of my time is focusing on the people who are operating at the same level of focus intensity I am. And then yes, I provide support for everyone. But guess what I'm looking? I'm like a hound dog. And I'm sifting and snorting specifically to find those diamonds, to find those people, and sifting and sorting to find those great individuals through our organizations that want to do what? They're looking to play fraud. If you would have told me that 6 years ago that I would have been with 375 people in Iraq that are hooping and hollering and writing notes down for an hour on how to take their business to the next level and asking me how to diversify internationally. If you had told me that 5 years ago, I'd say you're absolutely insane. Started in Studio City, California with the pizza party. But guess what? This opportunity gives you unlimited opportunities globally. There's no ceiling on where you can take your financial destiny. The key is you. Michael Jackson, Man in the Mirror. That song that so resonates with us all so much. Well, that song ultimately should be your mantra, because your people will do what you do, not what you tell them to do. Your people's energy will be dictated by your energy. And then there will come a day and time, and there will come a moment in your organization that someone wants it just as bad as you do in your business. And guess what? It's the greatest feeling in the world, because in your first 60, 90 days, first year, you're making all the phone calls. But guess what? It changes. And when it changes, you start receiving all the phone calls, and you start getting all the calls coming to you of prospects that want to join your team. And that's when it becomes fun. It is a complete grind of epic proportion getting up that hill. But once it starts going down, it becomes coasting, and it becomes a situation where it becomes more fun and more passionate, because the work transitions from you being a grinder to a mentor. And you're literally one person away from that taking place in your business. So my challenge to you before we hand it back to Sheri, and I have another Zoom right after this, but my challenge to you, and actually I have a very quick one right after this, and then I wanted to let you all know that I got coronavirus. And I got it, my dad got it, my 2-year-old daughter got it, and my wife got it. And we have our first pediatrician actual meeting at 3 o'clock. And we're hoping that everything's good and copacetic, but I will tell you this, I feel stronger and better. I was on reserve the entire time. I feel stronger and better than I did before I had it. Everyone is healthy here, and I'm not giving it accolades to the products, but I am saying that it's not a death wish. And I'm so thankful that you're able to have an opportunity in a business that you're completely sick for 2 weeks, and guess what? It's still going. People are still working. People are still growing, and your business doesn't shut off when you have to shut your body down. That's the opportunity that you have in front of you. You've got some amazing speakers that are going to be sharing some amazing information with you. It is my absolute honor to always be with you. And Sheri, Davide, you guys are the best. You guys are the best in the world. And I'm honored to be on your team, and I'm honored to be partners with Adam.
Wow.
And Yolanda, you go get them, girl. We miss you. Bless you guys.
Thank you so much, Alex, for your time. Everybody give him thumbs up for good health. Let's give him thumbs up.
Alex.
Good health for your whole entire family. Thank you for taking
I did lose. I lost 7 pounds. It was the best 7 pounds I've ever lost. So it was a good thing.
Wow.
Well,
the COVID diet. So anyway, take care, guys. God bless you guys. I can't wait to see the recording and see our other speakers.
Yes, thank you so much for your time. And next, I'm so excited about this, because to have both of them on a call together, this doesn't happen. I'm talking about 2 leaders in this company that are in the top of the company. To be on this call, this global call, shows you how much support we get from our upline. I've never had this kind of support. In my 30 years in this industry, I've never had this type of leadership and support. And the gentleman I get to introduce to you next is not only one of my best friends in the whole wide world. I've worked with him. I've known him for over 25 years. When I say he's one of the hardest workers in this industry, I can say that honestly, because I've worked with him in corporate. He was the president of a company. He hired me as vice president of marketing, master distributor, and we went to work. But the challenge was the company didn't hold together. That's why when I saw that he was working with Jeunesse and that he would go from being a corporate company owner, all the things, just like what happened with Alex, I started paying attention. I'd heard about Alex, but I'd never met him personally until I met this gentleman. And I'm so excited to introduce him to you, because when I say that the support is in capital letters, he wants people to succeed like no one else. And him being on this call right now, please listen, because he'll give you some gems of wisdom on how to build your business, just like what Alex just did, which, you know, mic drop on that one. He was so awesome. But one thing I love about Adam V.Gilmer, not only is he an incredible family man, humanitarian, somebody who is making a difference, he stands for what he believes. And that's why I love the fact that he is with Jeunesse, because it's a company that you can put your name behind. And Adam, will you share with everybody why you chose Jeunesse, and why there's a lot of brand new people on this call from around the world that want to know how they merged their brand with Jeunesse?
Well, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. I know it's different times across the planet. I just saw Sheri and a team yesterday here at our country club. We had a little day event here, and you know, we had champagne and lunch, and we got to talk about mindset, about the kind of, you know, what Alex just talked about, really having the mindset to get your head in the groove for doing this business. To all the new people that are out there, pleasure to meet you. I know you don't know me from Adam, but this is what Adam looks like. You know, so I figured a long time ago that you got to have a plan of action to make your business become a reality. And the reasons why I chose Jeunesse is I was actually hired as a consultant. This is going back just over 8 years ago, to come and actually look at working at the company. And I got to work with Wendy Lewis, Randy Ray, Rob Dawson, Chief Visionary Officer Scott, and various others, all the presidents, all the VPs. And I had to sit in some incredible meetings, and I saw some of the decisions, you know, I was under non-disclosure agreement and stuff, but I got to see how the decisions that the company makes as being in the inner boardrooms. And what I appreciated about all that was that actually a lot of the decisions that Wendy made were the same kind of decisions I would have made as president or CEO of a company. And even though I had a non-compete agreement not to go and build another network marketing business while I was working at Jeunesse, I saw firsthand. I was in Florida for 2 weeks, out of Florida for 2 weeks. My wife ultimately didn't want to move to Florida. I didn't become corporate, and I decided to go build a massive distribution business. And the reason is I felt comfortable. I felt you know, seeing is believing a lot of the time. And when you're in this industry, you know, a lot of people say they'll do something, or you're not going to trust maybe their decision. But I could trust the decisions, because for 6 months I had seen the corporate management team make strategic choices and decisions and moving things in directions, which made me feel comfortable. I was like, well, if all that's covered and I have to do that work, I'll go build a distribution business. So I went into the field, and then I started building. And now I have an unfair advantage, Sheri, and you know me for years. I'm planned, I'm organized, I'm very, very structured, and I go after my life with goals. One of the things that Alex talked about a moment ago, and for those new people, I understand we got a former world champion on here. I think her name's Daria, I think. And just saying a quick hi. You know, I'm pretty sure if we get a chance to talk to each other, and to any of the other leaders, you got to have goals. You got to have a dream, and to manifest that dream, you've got to, you know, be specific about things. And that's the biggest failure. I just posted up on Facebook and Instagram today that the number one reason why people fail to go after their dreams, to go after their purpose, to make their life work, isn't because they're not capable. It's because they don't follow a plan. They don't have a plan of action, and they're not serious about it. And you're going to be deadly serious about, you know, you want to make $100,000 a week. Okay, well, that's going to take some work. Okay, it's not just going to happen overnight. It's going to take some work. Like my first commission check inside Jeunesse was $275. Okay, if you've met my wife, that's like, you know, just her part of the dinner. Okay, I mean, you know, with wine and champagne. Okay, so I'm just putting things in perspective. So, it wasn't big at first, but when you have a core belief system that's going to be structured around, hey, this company will do the right things. The company has spent time, energy, and effort in opening up many different regions, and I've been part of all those regions opening up through the Middle East, India, Russia, globally, okay, around the world. And it's been very, very strategic. And they had a plan, and that plan was written down. That plan was sometimes on a whiteboard. And you have to have a very detailed plan, and you cannot get off track. What happens a lot in this business is because maybe you're not getting instant results. People are like, oh, off track. Oh, that isn't working. That isn't working. Well, let me tell you something. Jeunesse works. The compensation plan works. The products work. But if you don't take the products, they're not going to work for you. They're going to look great sitting on the shelf, okay? But they're not going to work for you. But you've got to actually work the products, meaning that you have to actually take them. The other part of that that's very important is that you have to understand the compensation plan works. And the compensation plan works when you go out and actually work it. And there's several people that are doing that right now, part of this team. I know that Rich Cook, oh, hey, homie, I missed you at the event yesterday, okay? I told your significant other, hey, man, I'm trying to build a relationship with you, so, come to the next hangout. I'm just beating them up a little bit, okay? Karina, I didn't see you yesterday either. I know you were, like, doing some work and what have you. I know, Jennifer, you were busy. And, of course, the ladies in South Africa, we're going to have to just figure out how we're going to get together. My former, I'm going to say, brothers and sisters out there in South Africa, because I'm from South Africa, but you got to have a plan. And Sheri told me that, hey, listen, we would have had a lot more team members here, but they're working, right? So, and I understand, like, you can't always go into always fun stuff and what have you and hang out and do a mastermind, but you have to have a plan. So I put into perspective for my life a plan and a system that I started back in 1999. And it's a way of running your life, okay? It's not a way of just doing network marketing. It's a way of being completely engaged. In other words, you've got like blinders on, when race horses and what have you, they put these blinders on the side of them. So all they can see is this, and there's nothing else that's moving over here that's going to distract them from what their absolute goal is. And that's where you got to get it. So you have to plan, you have to organize, you have to decide who the people that are going to lead you there. You have to get a network. You have to face your own fear, and the fear is, are you good enough? And I'm here to tell you that I'm a big believer in that we were created, and I believe in God. And here's what I look at: you already have all the seeds of greatness to become ultimately fantastic in anything you choose to do. And if the seeds of greatness are inside of you, go and say, let's go build a massive sales organization. The first thing you're going to have to realize is you have to be a good people person. Okay. You got to like people. I didn't build my business by myself. In fact, Bangladesh just opened up today. I've been working on getting Bangladesh opened up for the last 24 months. Okay. And Jeunesse just announced it actually late last night. The back office went live. All the products are available in Bangladesh, and people are going to work. We'll develop 2, 3, 4 new diamonds out of Bangladesh. But just so you understand, that was an incubation period for 2 years, right? And now, boom, the market's open. People will start shipping. Companies start shipping products locally, meaning the products are in the country and they'll start going out for domestic delivery in that country. And that's what happens with this stuff. Everybody thinks you're an overnight success. And that's not what happens. I know the only people that I've seen become successful immediately are people like, in Las Vegas at the gambling table, okay? And they're throwing the dice or playing the card or whatever. And hey, they became successful, and then all of a sudden it's all gone again. The affirmation that I give myself every single day is I attract to my reality like-minded people who will partner with me to help change the world. And together we'll earn multiple 6, 7, and 9-figure incomes. Now, I'm getting goosebumps when I say that to you, but like what it means is, it's a visceral feeling that rolls through my body. That's my underlying belief system. So if you're going to be law of attraction, if you want to attract stuff to you, you got to start thinking that you're able to attract stuff to you. Why is this important? Because if you think you can't, you're absolutely correct. The universe is going to respond to that if that's your ultimate belief. So you've got to be able to shape the way that you think. That's why you talked about mindset. And when you get in the right mindset and you have a right plan, and nothing's going to knock you off of that plan, get you off of that rut, get you off of that road, you want to stay very, very focused. And it is narrow and cramped. I remember, listen, one time I'm traveling through India, right? And I traveled to the, near the Nepalese border. And I was like, I get into this hotel room. It's not the best hotel room in the world. I'm used to staying at really great places and what have you, but I knew that there was great leadership there. So I get there. The hotel, to be very honest with you, is terrible. Okay. The bed's not exactly clean. I'm pretty sure none of you ladies would like to have stayed there. Okay. Just not that good. But here's what I realized. I said, this is just part of the sacrifice that I had to make in order to find a leader that was going to become something. And I traveled, and by the way, traveling in India, if any of you've done it, isn't the easiest thing in the world. You've got to respect the local cultures, and, there's potholes and terrible roads, and it's like, it's not easy. But I got there the following day, got to meet with this gentleman. And then he had an evening meeting for me. And then he asked me, do you mind staying one more day? And I'm like, what the hell am I thinking? Like, I have to do this again in the same hotel. But I said, yes. Now, the underlying thought process, my ego side of me was like, gee whiz, do I really want to stay in another dingy hotel and what have you? But it's not about me. See, it's about you putting yourself in check, right? You meaning myself, putting myself in check and saying, hey, I'm here to serve. And being here to serve was, okay, yes, I can. So we had another meeting. And then what he did is, I met him in the morning, and then he had a leadership meeting for his group to come and meet me, because he knew, hey, Adam's spending one more day and I have to get back and then, fly back through Dubai and then, come back home to the United States. But he set up that meeting, and ultimately those are the groups and teams that opened up India. Okay. Now, what happens if I hadn't done that? Okay. What happens when I said no? And I let my ego shine, and my ego's like, oh, well, I'm too good for this. I should be staying in like, a Taj Hotel or a Ritz-Carlton or something. Okay. And you have to look at this and go, okay, these are the learning moments that you have in your life that define you. And then I got people that say to me, oh, gee whiz, you're so lucky. And by the way, through that India team, I led through other groups and teams that have eventually opened up Bangladesh. That's why I'm telling you the story. So what if I didn't, right? What if I wasn't willing to sacrifice and, spend an extra night in a place which wasn't the most comfortable? And I wasn't going to do that. And I've done this many different times. I know that Bangladesh just opened. And it's just, this is what you have to do in personal sacrifice in order to move the pin level for where you are now to the next level. And the other thing is you got to get over your shyness. Okay. We're going into, new months, end of a month. We're going to be closing the month strong. You got to get over you being shy, because let me tell you something, all of you are beautiful. Okay. All of you are alive, conscious, amazing beings. And what you got to realize is that that's a gift, right? That's the conscious free will gift that's been given to you free. It's not like, hey, do this, that, or it's like you can do whatever you want with it. Right. So let's put it to work. So like for me, I have everything very, very planned. Like I have a planner that I follow every single day. I write down my goals and my dreams. I review this stuff, right? I'm very, very focused. Everything's written out. Everything's planned. Oh, look at this. My lovely little daughter just came in. Come here, Daddy. Come on. Come over here, sweetheart. Sorry. Come over here. Come on. Alexa. Hey. So she'll interrupt me in a second. So I'm very, very planned and organized, and I put things together. I write things down, and I stay committed to the dream. And, there's an old saying, it's okay, Mom, it's okay. Come here, Daddy. There's an old saying that goes something along these lines that, dreams never really die. What dies is the will inside you to go and live your dream. And I believe those dreams, those seeds have been put in you for a reason to come out. And you're looking for a financial road that's going to allow you to go make your dream a reality, because dreams are expensive. Let's just face it. I'm pretty sure if we spend some time talking to all of you individuals, say, here's what my dream is, they're not cheap. Okay. You're like, it's going to cost some money to make those dreams become a reality. So I look at Jeunesse as a financial vehicle, part of the financial portfolio. Besides stocks, bonds, mutual funds, and a financial plan, it's a way for you to generate amazing residually, consistently, month in, month out. I know my business partner, Alex, got COVID. I remember the day that he told me that, hey, listen, you can't believe this. We went and got tested. Here's what we have. But one of the things we agreed upon was this, is that, isn't it amazing? Last year I did 467,000 miles traveling the globe. I touched every single continent except for Antarctica. Don't have an organization there. So, and if I want to go skiing, we just go up to our local Tahoe mountains here. But the point is that, and Alex did like the same, about 400,000 or something miles. And here's what we realized, though: all the years of work that we've put in, okay, has led to unbelievable, I like to say residual income, but ongoing income. And yesterday at the luncheon, people say, hey, what are you really making? I can't do this on a live recorded call, but if we're in person, I don't mind showing back offices and showing the kinds of incomes. It's staggering, okay? And it's staggering not because I'm so good. It's staggering because I was willing to have a better work ethic than somebody else. And if there's something that I want to put in and give all of you today, that is, you need to work on your work ethic. You need to be contacting the best people you can. You need to be introducing them to the team, to the upline, whether it's Davide or Sheri or Jennifer, Karina or Rich, or Nicole, whoever it is. You need to be doing the introductions, getting people lined up, keeping the your Zoom link open. Hey, here's my Zoom link. Come on and meet so-and-so. Here's what I want to talk about. 3 things, and you just keep doing it over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. And one of the other great blessings is, I've been home a lot now with the family. And what's great about that, I have a daughter that's almost 2. My son just turned 9. And, it's refreshing, right? It's refreshing being at home, but that's what building this kind of a business will allow you to have. Now, maybe some of you, I know, don't want kids, or, you've had kids and you're in a different chapter of your life. You're looking at this as a new chapter. Okay. So the best way for you to build this business, and Sheri Sharman knows this, just like all the other leaders do, okay, is help somebody succeed. Okay, don't just tell them to go and do it. Help somebody succeed. That's why I was willing to show up in, when we were opening up Dubai. I flew over there, same thing. It happened to be Ramadan, couldn't get any work done during the day, had to wait. Finally, met in the evening time, had some thoughts and ideas. True story, gentleman picked me up, said, hey, we're gonna go out to the desert. I'm the only guy in the car. Everybody else is dressed up in their garb, and I'm headed out to the desert to go and choose an animal to be sacrificed so we can have dinner, to see if I qualified for their time. And 3 days, 4 days later, Omar actually is like, hey, I want to get this deal done. I love working with you. Amazing that you blend into our culture and make everything work. And we opened up all of the Middle East. Okay. That, this is what happens, and you have to have that personality. And the other thing is please don't let anybody tell you can't do it. The only person who tells you that you can't do it is you. And I don't believe that. Okay. I think if you're going to spend time on this call with 33 other leaders that are on this call right now, okay, saying, what do we do? Don't talk yourself out of your dream. Find a way to make that dream bigger, brighter, and larger than life, so that it forces you to commit to it further, no matter what the obstacle is going to be. And you'll find out that your work ethic will follow and follow and follow. And you'll make amazing and create amazing relationships along the way. You'll change lives together, and we'll do it together. And this is what we do. So listen, Sheri, I'm not going to burn up Davide's time and your time a lot. I'm grateful, thankful that all of you wonderful people are giving me the opportunity to let me bend your ear, give you some like life hacks and stuff to go out and do. But let's go do it. Okay? It's not one of these things where I sit in my home. I've got another Zoom to do after this, and another one, and another one. Okay, and this is what happens, And I'm very, very grateful, and I can't wait to see you guys when we can get together around the world and have a cocktail or two, or break bread, whatever it is. So back to you, Davide and Sheri Sharman, and the rest of the team. Thank you, love you, take care, and God bless.
Thank you so much, Adam. And this is really special for everyone that's on this call, is to get personal time with leaders. It's pretty rare to have someone that makes the kind of income that Adam and Alex, make that are willing to get on a call like this. And this is just for leaders. These are people that really want to build the business and take it to the next level. And I'd love for all of you to get a chance to hear from Davide. He went Sapphire 50 his very first month in Jeunesse, and he is a leader and he wants to help you also. So I'd love for you guys to get a chance to hear. Davide, will you just give, because I know you're building an international team, not just in Italy, but in Egypt and Africa and South America and all of this. So would you tell everyone how you are building your global business? Can't hear you. Whoa.
Sorry. Yes,
Yeah.
I'm working. Thank you, Sheri, for the question. And again, greetings to everybody. We see many people joining right now. And yeah, we are working. I'm working 24 hours a day, nearly 24 hours, except 4 hours of sleeping. Sometimes I need to catch some hours sleep. But right now I'm focusing in Latin America. But at the very first week in my experience in Jeunesse, I started in Italy. I made the Sapphire 50 the very first 30 days. So basically 6th rank in 1 month while I was doing many other stuff. I was opening an academy in Africa, was having organizing my wedding and many other stuff. And right now I'm working globally, and my focus is, as Adam already said, to help people expand, to move to the higher level, because everything is related to mind, everything is attitude. So I'm 100% focused on working from within instead of outside. So instead of teaching all the strategies are okay, are very good, but I'm trying to focus on their soul, on their motivation, to build the business from within. Because if you feel good, if you are happy of your life, if you believe in what you are saying and what you're doing, people will notice. And so for me, it's really important to change, sometimes to change the way they feel, because I can prove you all that if people don't change the way they feel about everything that is happening in their life, they can never change their future. And Alex also showed us what incredible way to react from the coronavirus. He has the coronavirus and he took this as an opportunity to move on another level, to the next level. So when the universe is delivering something which apparently at the very beginning seems to be kind of obstacles in our life, instead what real leader, big leader are doing, they take this opportunity, they ask themselves, I need to take this opportunity that the universe brought to me to move to the next level. And this is what I'm looking at every leader on this planet, on planet Earth, because they are not, there is not such way to have no problem. Everybody is having problem. The way that people achieve their goals is they take the problem and they move to the next level. So if you are died, we have no problem. So in reality, the reason why people are moving forward is they go out of their comfort zone. They take this as nature. We can copy nature, because when we have a problem in nature, all the existing animals and beings, they have two choices. Either they die or they move to the next level to overcome the crisis. And what I'm focusing with my people is to train them how to overcome difficulties, and then all the strategic part, which is very good, is just a consequence. So my suggestion to all the people that are joining this incredible business is working on your belief system, and everything is attitude. So once you change your attitude, you change the way you look at the difficulties, at so-called problem, everything changes in your life.
Thank you so much, Davide. And you know what? I just want to throw this out there because I think it's time for us to go to the next level. And Rich Cook will know about this because he's been in several of my locker room presentations. And I think it's time for us to do a locker room. And that's not for everybody on this call. This is for people that are really serious about being a diamond. You see what's behind Davide is Bora Bora. That is the trip for going to diamond level. How many of you are serious about going to diamond? I mean, I see Daria's on this call, and she is a two-time Olympian. And when you look at what do you think she did for training to be able to accomplish that? Do you think she had some good days and bad days? Do you think she got really, really tired of being trained? Well, I'm looking for people that want to be trained. And I mean, hardcore trained. This is not for, if you guys just want to do this business part-time, you know, and just make a little bit of money, that's okay. If you want to get serious, and I'm talking about really serious and make a 6- and 7-figure income with this business, this locker room group are going to be a group of people that are not going to get their feelings hurt when I call you out. You're not going to justify when I say things about coaching you. It's for you, and I'm not going to reach out to you guys. You have to reach out to me if you're serious about this. And I know we have some new gentlemen from Egypt on this call, and my girls, Jennifer's girls out in South Africa. Thank goodness that, you know, they're the Go Girls. You know, I know that if I can work with you and train you and teach you what I've learned in the last 30 plus years in this industry, you're going to excel. But I can't have people that are going to get their feelings hurt. If you are serious about this, reach out to me, let me know. I'll put together a locker room call, and it's going to be me teaching you everything I know about this business on how I earned a 6- and 7-figure income in this business, why I came out of retirement and back to work and looking to groom some people and build with some people. There's some people that aren't on this call right now that, you know what, I'm disappointed. They want the video. You can't schedule an hour of time to listen to people that have made 7 figures in our business. You can't readjust your calendar. You can't get on and let me see you on this call, because a lot of you guys, you get on and you're multitasking other things. I know that. Show me one time you've ever seen me turn my camera off since we've been doing this. Have you ever seen me do that? No, I'm present 100%. I love when Nicole gets on this call because her energy is off the Richter scale. She energizes the call. She's giving to the call. That's what we want. We want to teach you guys how to be able to be successful. Your team is going to do what you do, not what you say. Alex said that, Adam said that, and I'm saying that. So if you're serious about making a 6-figure income and being in Bora Bora with us and celebrating, and you're going to remember, oh my gosh, Sheri, we used to be a preschool teacher. She gets kind of hardcore here. Why? Because I want you to be successful. You guys know how many times I'm up and all, it's so funny when you said that you get 1 hour of sleep, Davide. I know, because I'm talking to you when it's 5 o'clock in the morning, your time. I know that you never sleep. We call it the no sleep group, you know, because we want our team to become successful. We are motivated to be able to help you become successful. Some of you are going, whoa, this is way too much information for me on this call. Sheri's too energized. You want to know why? Because I want it more for you than you do. And if you're serious, reach out to me. Let me know. I don't care if you don't have my phone number. Talk to your upline. They do. Reach out to me on Facebook or the Diamond Builder. Let me know you're in. You want to be on that locker room call. And I know Rich is going, whoa, she's ready to run, because we're going to build some diamonds. If you're serious about becoming diamond, let us know. Claim it. Get ready for it. Let's all go to Bora Bora together. Let's celebrate together. Let's enjoy life together. We just had a gentleman on the phone who's got coronavirus who just poured his heart out to you. No more excuses. Let's go become successful. Let's build this together. So with that, team out. Love you guys. Let's go rock and roll. Okay, let's open up the call, Davide, and high five. Woo! Let's do it.
Thank you. Let's open all the mic. I will unmute everybody so you can.
Okay, who's in?
I'm in.
I'm in.
I'm in.
I'm in.
You in?
I'm in.
All right, I'm loving it. I'm watching who's in. Thank you guys.
I'm in.
I'm in.
Hi.
All
I'm
right.
gonna have a lot of background noise because I'm watching kids, so
All
hopefully
right,
they're not
everybody have
noisy.
a great,
Yes,
great,
I'm
great
in.
day. And don't forget, Adam is on the call tonight. Get guests on the call. Even if you're not from North America, build a team in North America. So with that, team out, everyone.
Bye.
Thanks for the call, guys. Have a great
Bye,
day.
everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Hilda.
The kids said bye. Bye.